to be on tonight's Power Hour. We were anxiously waiting for this event due to Expo. We skipped last month because Expo happened at a time in which we normally would have the Power Hour, and it was great to see all the requests of like, hey, you guys are going to be back next month, right? And absolutely. For those of you who are brand new, first of all, I want to welcome you to our Power Hour tonight. This is a forum that was created for women, specifically by women, because ultimately, you see, in our business, in this industry, over 70% of the people are female. And that is so awesome. I personally think it's so great to be part of an industry that represents so many women in business. And, we want to get personal. We want to talk about the things that as women in business we go through, because the thing is, it is a bit different, and that's okay. We say that with power. We say that with, with respect. And when we say that, totally privileged, because at the end of the day, we as women, I want to give it out to every woman out there. Like, you guys are rock stars. Okay. Like, you guys are absolutely powerful in all of your ways. I mean, come on, when you look at a woman, she is a mother, a wife, a daughter, a sister, an aunt. They win championships for their family. They make dinner. They do so much. And so the purpose of the Power Hour is very simple. We want to help you, our women here in Jeunesse, to uncover your superpower. And, just know, we believe that it's always been there. Sometimes we just have to reach deep down and bring it out, dust it off, and put it back right front and center. And remember those superpowers that you have. And we're simply here to inspire you through the women of Jeunesse. We are so, it's so incredible that Jeunesse has so many women in these positions, both in the field and inside of corporate. So many women. And it's awesome to be part of an organization that does that promotes women. And so today we have a very, very, very special speaker. She is somebody that not only do I respect, but I just absolutely love to pieces. I mean, I will never forget the first day I met her. When I really kind of got to talk to her, we were in Cabo for one of the diamond trips. It was last year, or a year and a half ago. Wow, time just flies by. And, and she and I, we were sitting next to each other on a bus, and one of those charter buses, we were going somewhere for part of the destination, and she just started telling me her story. And her story to me was so powerful. I mean, it was inspirational. It was, everything that I believe every woman needs to hear, because there are pieces of her story that every single one of us can relate with, that can relate to, or we know somebody, a sister, an auntie, a mother, somebody that will listen to Chloe's out. And I truly believe that her story will be somebody's survival guide. And I know that's a big statement, but I mean that because it really touched me in so many incredible ways. And I told Chloe that day, I said, gosh, you got to tell the story from the rooftops, because there is somebody right now that is waiting to hear the story to say, oh my gosh, like, I can do this. I absolutely can do this. I can transform. I can be that person in business, that woman in business that, maybe I never thought I could be. And, so yeah, she has an incredible story. And also, gosh, her love for Jeunesse is so pure. I mean, she uses every single one of the products. Day in and day out. Sometimes I'm like, Chloe, are you using too much of the product? And she's like, no, there's no such thing. And she taught me how to use products in ways that I never even thought of. And, when I look at her, she's beautiful from the inside out. Clearly the Jeunesse products have gone to work for her, or she's put those products to work for her. And she's just incredible. She's so amazing. And, on a business level, let me tell you a little bit about her accolades. I'm not going to tell you too much because I don't want to take her thunder, but she's been in Jeunesse now for about 8 years. Okay. So she's been here quite some time. And in those 8 years, it's so incredible to know, or to see, that her business has expanded to over 50 countries. I mean, what does that mean? She's somebody who's really taken advantage of the global footprint that Jeunesse has to offer, and she's got hundreds of thousands of distributors in her organization that she leads so calmly and so eloquently. It's absolutely beautiful. And she is a double diamond director. This is her first her very first time in the industry of direct sales. Never been in direct sales before. And, before starting Jeunesse, she had, she ran the house. She probably still does, but she was, at home while her husband was in business, and she held a tight ship, and she still does, but also now does it with Jeunesse. So with that, everybody help me welcome the one and only Double Diamond Director, Chloe Zhao. Chloe, are you with us?
Hello, Betty. How are you? I'm here.
Awesome. Hi, Chloe. It's good to see you. And I just want to quickly tell our events team, I want to make sure we can see you in the middle here. I'm seeing the PowerPoint, so I just want to make sure we see your beautiful face. So to our production team, if we can bring Chloe and I, awesome. There we go. I just want to make sure you were seen full front and center. So Chloe, thank you so much for being with us today. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm very glad to be Power Woman with you. When I heard you talking, you make me feel hot. You make me feel I'm in fire right now. I love what are you talking about? When you talk, you make people feel, wow, I really want to do something like you, Yeah.
Oh, you're so sweet. Well, thank you, Chloe. And, I think this is part of why you and I just we get along so well, because that's how I feel about you. I mean, every single time you speak, when you tell your story, I'm like, oh my gosh, look at what you've done. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. So let's start with a few simple questions. I want the audience to get to know you. First of all, where are you tuning in from? Where is your home?
Oh, okay. I'm very pleasure to be on Power Woman with you, Benny. I feel, everybody, want to understand, want to know about Jeunesse Diamond Life. They are curious. Who are they? Of course, include me, is that right? They want to know who I am and what I'm believe and how I approach my Jeunesse work job, is right?
That's right.
Yeah, I'm just a very normal woman. I think maybe many people better than me, because let me introduce my background. I was born in very beautiful beach city in China, Qingdao. Okay. I remember when I talk with you, my hometown, you say, oh, you don't know. But, I know not many American people know about. But when I talk about Qingdao beer, I think maybe more people know. Why? Because Qingdao is Germany, it's a colony of Germany. It's a very beautiful. The house, when you saw the construction, it's very beautiful, very European style. So that's why I love European style.
Okay, yeah.
So this is city, I grew there when I'm very young, and until I'm coming to United States. Okay. I was so lucky. I was born in very happy family. My parents take care of me a very good, give a lot of the love, and that make me become to a very pure and very honest and very love to help the people's character.
Yeah. Okay, beautiful. So born in China. And on that note, by the way, I do want to let our audience know today that if at any point in time we switch to Chinese, because it may happen, it gets spicy on these power hours, okay? We at Jeunesse, we are a technology company, and we always go out there and get the very best. So there is an interpretation button on the bottom right hand of your corner. If you're on Zoom, if you're on Facebook, sorry, but you can always jump to Zoom, and you can always switch to listen to English. So just in case we decide to get spicy and pepper in some Chinese, just want to let everybody know. So, okay, beautiful. So you were born in China, in a city that was a German colony at some point. So that actually totally makes sense, because you definitely have this very European flair to you, which is so sophisticated, and you're just so chic, by the way. But so you came to the US. So tell us, Chloe, what brought you to the US, and at what age did you come to the US?
It's dream. Everyone, when we are young, we have dreams, right? Do you have a dream?
Yeah,
me too. My dream is not coming to United States. My dream is become to a successful woman and a rich woman. I remember when I'm, I think around 15 or something that age, And I told my mom, because you know my mom, I love my mom very, very much. So I told my mom, my mom is not the health is no good. So always going to the hospital and doing surgery many times. I remember when I'm very young, so my daddy cannot take care, just go hospital, you know, take care of my mom. So, and at that time I said, I want to be a successful and rich woman. I want to buy a big house. I don't want my mom to work hard. I just want her, you know, have a good life. So at that time, I told myself, I want to be that kind of successful woman. And then, you know, until when I think at that time, there's something in my bottom heart. So I told myself, I don't know how, but you know, but I try to surround the people. I don't know how to be success and get my dream, but I try to turn to the people who surround with me is what I like it. I enjoy it with her, and whose opinion I respect, whose mind I respect, and whose taste I respect. I always surround people. They have something is better than me.
Yeah. You know what? That's a big point. I'm happy you brought that across because, you know, we've heard this said before. You know, I'm sure most people have heard that you are the result of the 5 people you hang out the most around. And what Chloe said is really important. You know, first of all, it starts with the dream. Like you got to know what you want. You have to have an idea of where you're going. You know, and then go and try to put yourself in the best environment, you know, look at who you're listening to, look at who you're around, right? And sometimes, you know, Chloe, we don't choose the environment that we're born into, but we definitely have the power to choose the environment that we decide to stay in. And that is the power that we have. And that's the power that you said, hey, you know, I want to be around these types of folks that think this type of way. And that is a power that anybody can take upon themselves and really start, you know, working towards those dreams. So I thought that was really powerful. And I just wanted to point that out. And, you know, thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Yes. Okay. You know why I'm coming to United States? Because I said first, I don't have this dream. And you know, like I have the best girlfriend when we are young. We are always hang out together. Until right now, we are the best friends. She lives in New York, I live in Los Angeles. And when we are young, someday she told me, she said, oh, my cousin will be going to America. She said, maybe when we grow up in the future, we will go. So at that time, I said, oh, in the future, I will go into America. I want to go into America. So that's why bring my country America, and all the dream is coming to true for me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's great. It started with the girlfriend that, you know, said, hey, one day I want to go to America. And you're like, you know what? Me too. That's so funny because Chloe, so my mom is from Mexico, and you know, she read when she was like 13 or 14, she read a book. And it was about, you know, I won't get into the whole story, but it was about this girl who came to America and, you know, and had 2 daughters or something like that. And my mom, when she was like 13 or 14, said, hey, you know what? One day I want to go to America and have 2 daughters. And that's what she did, you know, but it's like, but that's how powerful, you know, or that's why it's so important to be so mindful of what you read, of the people you're around, because you just never know what little thing can be said that will then totally, you know, put a thought in your mind. And then before you know it, you're executing on this thought. So I love it. So, you know, the moral of the story, guys, is, you know, be mindful of your environment, the people you're around, what it is that goes through these ears or through these eyes, because that's going to register in your mind. And what is in your mind is really, really powerful. So awesome. Now, Chloe, you're married. I've met your husband. He's really, really awesome. Tell us a little bit about you know, your life of Chloe in LA. Tell us about your husband and, you know, how you guys met.
My husband is just a very traditional businessman. For me, he's really, really nice to me. So I'm very appreciative. I'm lucky I have find the guy like him. In my eyesight, so he was 后来是 debonair man. He was a visionary, and also he was masculine. So that's why I like him, because he make me feel, oh, this type of man is what I want, you know. So yeah. So he always try to teach me a lot, but you know, I don't like listen what he says. So I feel you know no lost confidence. Why you don't listen to me? Because it's funny. But right
You're
now,
a pretty confident woman. I can see why.
but right now, I think I willing to follow him what he said, because he have more experience than me about the life, right? And also he do the business is
正在处理。
it's a long time for me. So that is I think I get mature. I'm willing to listen what he.
Yeah. And you know, he's so supportive, you know, and I love talking about all these things on the Power Hour, you know, to just kind of just showcase a little bit about, you know, the different textures and dimensions to somebody's life. Like, you know, he comes to the incentive trips, he comes to the events, and, you know, he's there. And anytime you're on stage, like I see, you know, he's like clapping and he's so supportive. And, you know, I think it must be awesome for him to see the business that you've grown, the businesswoman that you've become, because he too is a businessman, you know, and to see you, you know, now build this massive business around the world. Like, I think, you know, he's obviously really proud of that. So I just wanted to share a little bit about that. But tell us, okay, so, you know, you were in LA, or you are in LA still, and you found Jeunesse. How did you find Jeunesse, and why did you say yes to Jeunesse?
It's not I found the Jeunesse. It's just the favor. So do the favor for the friends. It's very simple.
A favor.
Yeah, favor. You know, I'm the people is like when the people want help, they ask me help, I'm really willing to do it. Yeah, that's it. That's easy. That's a very simple thing.
So somebody came to you and showed you the product, and basically you just wanted to help them out by becoming a customer. Is that right?
No, just you know, they talk something, but I really don't know what is that. I just think, oh, they ask me, just let me pay.
So
yeah, I know, you know, the people give me face, I should give back to them. Is right?
Okay.
Yeah, they know I personality, so they open their mouths. I cannot say no, so I just how much? Let me pay. I think.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I love this. So somebody showed you the business, and you literally just signed up on the spot to help them out, you know? Okay. So that's good to know. Now, at what point? Okay. Now this is different. I always say somebody has the day they sign up and the day they actually start. And sometimes that's not the same date, right? So you signed up, you didn't really care about it. You know, you just said, I'm here to help my friend, right? But at what point did you, or why? I want to know why, what is the right question? What caught your attention? And then you decided to say, okay, I'm going to do this as a business myself.
Do you agree? You know, anything happen because of the timing and the chance.
Yeah.
I think most people, you know, will be agree. For me, it's me too. It's just the timing and the chance. At that time, you know, I don't know what can I do for myself and for the people. I only know one thing, except to take care of my parents, just keep my beauty, because that make me feel happy. So that's the only thing I know how to do it. But except this, I don't know what I can do. So at that time, I feel anxious, because you know, even you know, my husband have any kind of, you know, my husband's business, right? It's every woman love it, just any kind of brand name cosmetic product. So even I use any kind of product cannot make my beauty, keep my beauty. Since that time, I'm so scared. And also I feel time goes by and the healthy also I worry about it because my parents are getting old and I worry about it. They get sick and leave me alone. So I try to, find something. And also, I feel boring. The time for everyone is the same. Nobody can escape the time.
Right.
So I try to catch something, but I don't know how. I don't have a chance. And every year, the Chinese New Year, I will go back to China with my parents celebrate the Chinese New Year. So after I visit my parents and come back from Hong Kong, and I attended to the Hong Kong University.
Okay.
This event, I find something I'm lack of. So I find the people, their enthusiasm, their passion, they have fire in their eyes. I think that's what I needed because I don't have this. Even I don't need to work hard. I don't even need to work. I can have a good life, but I still feel my life is boring. I cannot find myself. I don't know what purpose for myself. And after I'm return to the Los Angeles, I told myself, I want to understand what they are doing. What is it, this platform? So I go into 3 times OPP class, and I told myself, I am a diamond. That's it. I'm start to doing this business.
Okay. So I want to talk a little bit about all the things you just said because there was so much there. So first of all, Chloe started, she signed up in Jeunesse really to just do somebody a favor. Someone presented the business to her and she's like, okay, just sign me up. And, in that time, you started using the products, you said now your husband was in the cosmetic industry. And so you've seen all types of products. You've seen the La Mers and the Estee Lauders and the Lancomes and all that type of stuff. And I remember you told me this, and it was part of what really caught my attention. Like you had access to a lot of different products that are really, quote unquote famous. But when you started using the Jeunesse products, you're like, wow, this is something that is, it's helping me look younger. It's helping me maintain, my youth, my beauty, which, I mean, it's important to all of us, and especially as women, that's what I love about this forum. We can talk about these things. We are all looking to look our best. And with every year that goes by, we're trying to keep a little bit of, that year, and it's normal. It's normal for women. And I think it's, and it's acceptable. It's okay to say that because at the very end of the day, we all want to look our best, because we feel better when we look our best. And so the product started doing it for you, and in that, gosh, this is major, Chloe. You even though you had a beautiful life, you didn't necessarily need the Jeunesse opportunity financially because you had a beautiful life. You were bored and you needed that purpose. And that's the part where I remember when you told me that story, I was like, you know what, people need to hear this because Chloe, you're somebody that maybe you represent someone that we all know, that we don't want to call. We're like, no, she doesn't need the Jeunesse opportunity. She's doing okay, financially. I don't need to call that person. But my friends, to all of our listeners today, you just never know what people need. Sometimes it's products, sometimes it is finances, and sometimes, like it was for Chloe, it was, this new sense of purpose that she got from the Jeunesse opportunity, and I think that is absolutely major. That is major.
Thank you.
So thank you, Chloe, for sharing that with us. And, in that, I know you've told me, once you found this purpose and you started building your business, like I said earlier, in over 50 different countries, you got this new confidence, right? You got this new confidence about you. So what would you say to women? This is my question that I have in here for you is what would you say to women who maybe don't feel so confident for whatever reason, right? How Jeunesse or, this industry can help them build that confidence.
This platform is all is true. Before I'm lost my confidence. I start to lost my confidence because I feel I no way to can find how to solve my problem. So everyone have what they want, but sometimes just they don't let you know. So you don't find what they want, so you cannot help the people. But for me, I'm just very, very easy. You tell me, oh Chloe, this will make you look young, look beautiful. So I definitely is try, At that time, I'm told myself I want to understand. I decided to participate in this business that time. So I start to use the product. This product really, really helped me. And I never think about how come this is so amazing. I feel my skin like a baby, and then before never have it. And I feel everything is turned to what I want. So the first thing, this platform and the products bring back my confidence. But the more important, they bring back to me is for I build confidence by my inside. Yeah, the people always talking about. The people say the people will know you. They start with beauty. Is that right? Start with beauty, but trapped in talent and loyalty for character.
Yes.
Is that right? So because that time I only have beauty, but I for my inside, I wish I am a culture, but I don't know nothing. I only know keep myself is better. That's it, So I find I need something from the inside. At that time, this platform make me keep going better, keep to learn. I keep growing and keep improve myself.
Right.
Yeah, this is the most valuable, for the woman or for everyone. If you want to find your confidence, the timing goes by, the beauty cannot forever with you. But it's okay. We try our best to keep our beauty. But if at the same time we build our inside culture, I think we will have confidence. That's a platform. And also when you make yourself better and better, you will find your core value. When you get a core value, when you can improve the value for another people, you will be wealthy. Just waiting for the time.
That was beautiful, Chloe. I mean, that was really great. If I could just kind of recap a little bit of what you said, number one is like discernment, it's being able to recognize what's true. And you plugged into a platform, Jeunesse, that was true, that was real. And by default, you started using the products that were real. You started plugging into an opportunity that was real, with the desire and the intent to learn, to grow, to be the best version of yourself. And because you brought the best of you into a true and real and awesome environment, your work became true. You said, okay, if I start using these products, I'm going to get these results. And because the products were real and your intent was real, the results were real. So you started seeing a change in your skin and, your beauty and your health. And the same with the opportunity, right? So I think that the thing, with the question is, how do you build your confidence? It's you bring, like Chloe did, she went in there and she put the work into it. She plugged into the system. She used the products, worked the plan. And because it's real, the results are there. And when you see results, let me tell you something, results are addicting. That will build your confidence. I always talk about, when I first got started in the business, actually, I heard this somewhere and now I always talk about it. It's the bear philosophy. You got to first believe, like you need to have that faith. And if you do, you get excited. Once you get excited, you take action. And if you take action, you're going to get those results. And once you see the results, the confidence is there. So I love it. I love that you said all that. But, it starts with discernment. You got to be in the right environment. And whatever that is, you know, it doesn't just have to be in the business, it just has to be in life. Like we have to choose wisely the people that we're around, the environments that we subject ourselves into, and that will help build your confidence. So, you know, to our listeners today, take action and you're going to get those results, which is awesome, awesome, awesome. So thank you so much, you know, for sharing that with us. So, I just looked up at the timer and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's already 8:33. Like time just flies when I'm talking to you, Chloe. So thank you so much. I just have a few more questions for you, because, you know, I've been super intrigued by just your regimen. You use these products, I mean, in a way that like I've never seen before. You know, you've taught me how to use the products. I was using them as the instructions say, but you said, Betty, there is more to these products and you need to use them this way. So I want everybody to hear what your beauty regimen is here with the products, because we have a little bit to learn from that. So tell us about your beauty regimen.
Okay, you know, before Jeunesse, my regimen is very complicated. You know, I do everything. I try everything, and I use any color. You know, even the one for the product, for the skincare. Even, you know, one bottle, I just use the third part. I don't want to use it. I want to change because I feel nothing. You know. So and on my face, I put at least 8 layers, and still you can you feel your face feel pressure, but it doesn't feel comfortable for your skin. But you have to do it, because if you don't do it, you worry about, you know, it's worse your skin. So that time I'm also take care of my inside. I know the beauty and the wellness is not just for outside. Also, you need to maintain your inside. So also I take many kind of good stuff. But even I took, you know, the Chinese very famous bird net 2 years. But I feel no, it just you know, spend money, but waste the money. I never feel my skin turn to beautiful. So I give up. But you know, right now I feel so lucky, so happy. Just a very, you know, before I think every day's routine, I need 1 or 2 hours. But right now, you know, just a few minutes down, and I'm beauty. You know, I can go out, have hunger with my friend. You have fun with my friend. So I save a lot of time. After go home, and also very easy, just a few minutes. You know, that's it.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. So you went from hours prior to Jeunesse to now minutes using. I know you love the serum, right? The night cream. I mean, really all the day cream, night cream, but I know that you really love the Hydra Shield mask. Like I know
that's my favorite. That's my secret of the beauty. You know, I keep using 8 years every night. You know,
okay, I want to just pause you. She just said every night. Is that right, Chloe?
Yes. You know, because we are not younger anymore. If I told my age, you know, it's everyone will be surprised, because they think I'm 30 something. It's true. Many people, I feel I'm look like, you know, when I'm take a picture every time, I say I need to use a beauty camera, because the beauty camera is a real me. You know, if you use the no beauty camera, it's me. You know, look, I'm not that kind older. I'm so beautiful, so younger. Why this camera is no good? Beauty camera is really me.
So that's an app, right? The beauty camera, Beauty Plus app. Yeah, okay.
You know, when you saw a real person, I'm, you know, just look like the beauty camera's picture. It's the same. So that why I can keep right now so confident, because every night I put out the serum, 2 kind of serum, and the night cream. And you know, sometimes before doing this, I use our reserve or mine, take massage for my skin, and then, you know, put this and then put the mask, and then go to sleep. And tomorrow, you know, the face is look very beautiful, because you don't have any kind of, you know, how to say, sweat your face, tight, and then also the face contour, how to say it here, is very, the shape is beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you use the Hydra Shield overnight. Like you don't put it on for 15 minutes. You like leave it on and you sleep with it.
Yeah, of course you have to put a whole night and then you see amazing. You love this result. If you just film 15 minutes, no, that's even you take off in the midnight, it's not good. You cannot see the good result.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just for the record, I'm just gonna go on record with this. Chloe's secret, if you will, is she leaves the Hydra Shield mask on overnight. Okay, you heard her. If you take it off in the middle of the night, it's no good. For her, it's an overnight process. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
I love that mask too. But I do take it off in like the recommended time frame. But I'm gonna try that now. Leave it on.
One secret is one technique you need to learn. You cannot healing off. You need like this, and put your hand and press and make it, take off. Not peeling. It's peeling because make your skin no good. So you have to, and even I doing for my eyes, I use my finger and make it take off. There you will see.
Oh yeah, I think you need to be our new official like product trainer, because you have all the tips and all the tricks. If you guys agree, drop some hearts in below. Maybe we'll have Chloe do some of our product trainings and showing us.
That's why some people say, "Oh, I feel no good. I feel no." You should have the expert teach you how to use the product, and how to make the result get the best result.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this: your conviction for the products, it's so powerful. I already knew the products were good. I was already taking all the products, but when I, sat with you and you talked to me about the products, I was like, I looked at the serum in a different way. I already looked at it with like the utmost respect, but after I talked to you, I was like, oh my gosh, like this stuff is like gold. I had this whole new reverence for the product. And that's what's so important, for our listeners today. It's like, immerse yourself in the product, get to know the product, use it religiously. You're going to build conviction. You're going to build confidence. And when you go and talk to somebody, I mean, they're going to start using the products either as a consumer or as a distributor. I mean, I would tell you that, like when I sat with Chloe and she told me all about the products, I like went home and I was using them differently, I didn't know about the overnight thing. So now I'm going to start incorporating that. And who knows, maybe I'll look, 5 years younger.
You're young. When you use it, you can keep young like right now.
We want to keep it. Awesome. So as we wrap up tonight's show, Chloe, my last question to you is, what would you tell the women today? Like we've got some people on, tonight listening that they've been doing Jeunesse. They've been doing Jeunesse for, maybe a few months, maybe years, right? And they believe in Jeunesse. They see the success that Jeunesse has created for so many people, right? But something just, there's something in their mind, or this little voice that, tells them, yeah, but, I'm not so sure that's ever going to happen for me. And maybe because of that, they don't have the confidence to go out there and do what it takes, So what would you tell women today, that are a little bit scared on, some of the things that they can do to not be so scared and really take that leap of faith and dive into the business?
Okay. Usually there's many people in the cycle. Okay. They want to have a good life, but right now maybe they don't have a good life. They want it, but they are scared. So most people, they are scared. They don't want to step out their life circle. They worry about the lose. They worry about not a success. Right. But if you really want to change, if you not satisfy your life, you don't think how to be the successful. First thing, I think you must ask yourself some question, and then you start to build your business for your personal business. You should figure out, who are you? What are your story? What do you want to be in? What do you want to know in the film in the future? You want to change, and what is your want the world to see you, how to see you, and what's your core value, and what you want the legacy behind you. So when you find this question, you will be know, I think will be know what you do. You know, first time, this all question is because after I'm doing this business, I find out the answer. You know, first time when I heard about this company, I feel just the feeling is, you know, just who I am. I'm just myself, who I am. Yeah. And another question, I don't know. I never think about it. I never think I'm a great person. I can have some any legacy. This for me is impossible mission. Is it right? But after I build a business for myself, I get the answer. End of the journey, I find the answer. This is a really, you know, is really journey of self-discovery. You will know who are you, and you will find, you know, what your mission, what your purpose in your life. And in this platform, I think that the beautiful of what I doing is just seem like many entrepreneurs. They are doing just what we are love to do it. Yeah. And they all, this thing is really it's true. Also, it's really helps the people. So whatever in the future, whatever you want to do, you know, just think about the question and then make a decision. You know, this we will not have said, oh, you have to do with us. But, you know, if you give your chance by yourself, this is not a big decision. Just very small. So you will nothing affect your life. You still can do anything, any what you want. But if you just give your chance to learn, and maybe even this platform, maybe you say, oh, maybe I don't know when I'm successful, but you still learn something. You can create your own value. If you have your own value, core value, you will be successful. Even not this platform, maybe another one, maybe another thing. So your life will tend to better. Yes. That's what I'm get from this platform. It's love it. My whole life is the most valuable thing, I think.
That was awesome. Thank you so much, Chloe. That was so beautiful. And I think that is really wise. I mean, you got to start with the questions, you know. I think that's always one of the best ways to really discover anything is just start with the questions and then go on this journey of self-discovery and just, you know, really keep at it. And, you know, I think one of the biggest takeaways I had from tonight was, you know, just plug in. First of all, know you're in this an incredible environment. Plug in, and if you do the work, you're gonna get the confidence, you know, but you got to do the work, you know. And the nice thing is you're in an environment in which, you know, we want you to succeed. Everything here is real. You've got the last 13 years to prove it, you know. So all you need to do is meet Jeunesse halfway, you know, and then you too could be just like Chloe, you know, and discover your potential. So Chloe, thank you so much for being with us today. I really, I love every single time I have a chance to talk to you. You're a beautiful soul, you know, and congratulations on the last 8 years.
You know, I try to myself, you know, I would like to, I'm willing to change a woman with an elegant soul and keep myself better and better yesterday compared with yesterday. And keep, if I want to have the woman have the confidence, and then the best, most important thing is keep us have a mindset, always continue with the learning, growing, and improving ourselves. That's it.
Have a growth mindset. Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, you heard it from Chloe. She is a double diamond director with a business in over 50 countries, hundreds of thousands of distributors, 8 years in Jeunesse, her first time doing network marketing, and prior to this, she ran her house and she ran it well, and now ventured into becoming one of our top businesswomen here in Jeunesse. So I really wanted everybody to hear her story, be as inspired by it as I was, and tell her story, share her story, because you just never know, whose life that's going to touch. And the last thing as we close out tonight, we just, Chloe and I, we want to just tell you, it's time you share your story. It's time you grab that mic and you tell the world what you've been through, because you just never know. Okay. You just never know the person you're going to touch. And as I said earlier, I heard this on one of my Peloton classes. I was like, oh, that's so good. And I have it written right there on my wall. It says, what if your story is someone's survival guide? And I remember thinking, dang, that's good. And it's an obligation to go out there and share our story. So with that, thank you everybody so much for joining us on the Power Hour. Let's give some big hearts and some claps and tens for Chloe, Zhao. And Chloe, I'm excited to see what's next for you. I know that the last 8 years was simply part one. Let's see part two. We're all cheering you on. Thank you, Chloe. We love you.
Thank you, Betty. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.